Ooh. Hey everybody, Andy Moore here with Let's Fix This. Once again, this is day 3 of our video a day in the month of May, and I'm standing in the Hall of Governors, which is a whole bunch of statues of men and one woman, because that's our history so far in this state. It's a little cold and windy, so I decided to come inside rather than outside. There's some other folks from the Save Our State Coalition here today. They're trying to come every day this month to have people that are kind of basing out of this room so that other advocates and people can come and meet with legislators during the day and kind of report back so we can get some feedback and find out where things are at and where things are going. Update from yesterday. The plan still was to run a bill on the House floor today with the cigarette tax, the fuel tax, and repealing some oil and gas subsidies and stuff today. And word on the street is that that may not happen today. So earlier this morning, the Democrats had a press conference, and they basically said they're not going to vote for it because they're not going to vote for a tax they feel is regressive, namely the fuel tax. I think that there's still support for the cigarette tax. I think it's pretty broad support, and I'm trying to do some analysis. I'll do it later tonight of all the comments that were on the News 9 feed of that press conference. Just from watching them scroll through, I saw a surprising amount of comments that were pro gross production tax. That's not so surprising, but I saw a lot of comments that were pro-Democrat and kind of against the Republicans, which I did not expect, especially for just a news station in Oklahoma. That's unusual. Some folks saying, to heck with both these parties, I'm switching to independent. Do you guys want to come on? We have some special guests here today. This is actually my sister Valerie, and this is my niece Layla. I'll turn the camera here. Layla, how old are you? 10 years old. So I'm going to squat down. So for any legislators that might be watching, this is why we're doing this, right? Like, this is why we are trying to fix this state. For people like Layla. Layla goes to Lake Park Elementary in northwest Oklahoma City, Bethany area. And you probably can't tell, but my sister is also great with child due to in just a couple of weeks. So future voters, perhaps future governor, maybe president, who knows. Anyway, they come up here. This is Layla's first time at the Capitol, and they came to talk to their legislators. Valerie's got an appointment with her legislator. This happens to be Tammy West. Maybe she sees this. But the appointment's next week?
Yes.
Next Wednesday on the 10th, which, by the way, is the day that we will be here for our next Let's Fix This Day at the Capitol. We will also be here with the Oklahoma Institute for Child Advocacy and about 10 other groups that I forgot to write down. It's going to be a big day. So if you haven't ever come to the Capitol, this is how easy it is. My sister took Layla out of school today because she believes this is important. Do you want to say anything?
It's very important. These children are our future. We cannot let these legislators take away the money from the education system that they deserve and we deserve, because they will be making decisions for us when we are older. This is the future. We can't throw it away. We really need to save our state. So.
Awesome. I do want to point out that Layla is a super trooper and is wearing a life vest as well. Is it ridiculous that I'm wearing this? Yes. It's ridiculous that she's wearing it. She probably feels so. But seriously, there's a reason for this. This is not just symbolic. We were just talking before we started streaming about why people wear life preservers, and she said to save a life, to stay alive, which is right. We're trying to save people's lives for real. We're trying to save the whole state. We're doing a lot of work on this building up here that's definitely needed. We need to do the same kind of work on our state as a whole. We've got someone else that's here that's, I think, going to at least say hi. This is my friend Brian Peltz. Many of you know him. Brian is is from Together Oklahoma. He's representing that group today here at the Capitol to kind of be the home base for advocates that are up here. So if you want to come, Brian, how long are you going to be here today?
I'll be here until about 4 or 5.
All right, so Brian's staying all day. Took the bus from Norman so he can come sit in this room and kind of be like a home base. So if you've never been to the Capitol, today's a great day. Brian's a great guy. He'll be sitting at this bench back here. We're on the second floor in the Hall of Governors. You can ask anybody, they'll tell you how to find it. It's in the southwest corner of the building, and it's kind of tucked away, so if you don't know, just ask. But it'd be great to come, and Brian can help you find an office you're going to. He can help you maybe like figure out how to phrase what you're going to say. They've got some handouts about the Save Our State budget plan as well. Because really, like, they got buttons too, and who doesn't love a good button? You know that I'm a big fan. So definitely, you guys have got to come out. If it's not today, then tomorrow, next week, for sure, anytime. Please come out. Please call. Write your representatives. Again, I'm going to say what I said yesterday. #CallMcCall. Just go ahead. If you're not going to call anybody else, first of all, call your rep, call your senator, but also call Speaker McCall. Tell him what's up. Tell him what revenue measures you support. I'm hearing from lots of folks that the gross production tax, which is arguably the biggest single source of revenue, and we have the lowest gross production tax on average in the entire country. If you saw my post last night, Devon Energy, one energy company, posted profits of $565 million last quarter. That's in 3 months, $565 million. They're paying a super low rate. So being able to raise that rate to one that's comparable to other states, 7%, heck, even 5% would be huge. We would bring in hundreds of like $500 million in revenue in one swoop for a company that is not hurting for cash, let me tell you. In fact, they are selling off other assets in other states, and so is Chaparral Energy and some others, so that they can come here and drill more in Oklahoma. Just a few miles away in northwest Oklahoma, the Stack and the Scoop play, which is a big oil field, it's so lucrative, they're getting rid of other states so they can come here and drill more. And they're going to make a ton of money in our backyard, and we just think they should pay their fair share, right? Listen, I'm all about making a profit. If you've got a good product, or you've got a good business, make your money. Just be fair, be good stewards of that money. Make sure that you are supporting the lives, the roads, the health of the people that live there as well. Oklahoma's proud about the Oklahoma Standard. We talk about it a lot when it comes to a crisis, and my God, if this isn't a crisis, I don't know what is. Okay, well, I'm going to take my niece for a little tour of the Capitol. I'm going to carry my life preserver around. Again, Brian, we'll be sitting here in the Hall of Governors all day. Please come to the Capitol. Please give them a call, an email, come down here and tell your representative and your senator that you want them to raise revenue and whatever it is that you think they should do. You can go to saveourstateok.org for a whole budget plan, a whole blueprint with a bajillion ideas on how they can do it. Saveourstateok.org. Thanks a lot.